There's one word to sum up Arsenal's performance against PSG, and that's disappointing. Arsenal are out of the Champions League semi-final. PSG will be moving into the final versus Inter Milan. Well deserved, firstly from PSG. The second leg ended 2-1 on aggregate, 3-1. And coming from an Arsenal fan perspective, I'll be honest with you, I don't think we had utter belief that we were going to win after that Dembele goal. The whole of the first leg at home, Arsenal weren't at the races, and yes, Party was out, but it was more than that. The firepower wasn't there, and the belief went as soon as we conceded that goal. I think the key thing for Arsenal against Real Madrid is that they never went 1-0 down. They were never in a game state where they were chasing the game. But from minute 4, minute 5 against PSG, they were chasing that game. And so coming into the second leg, all the pressure was on Arsenal. They started off the game very, very impressive. They were the better team. They were pushing the envelope. PSG looked a little bit timid. Obviously, they had the 1 goal lead. They weren't in a need to really push and dominate the game. They probably wanted Arsenal to come out more so they could attack. And for the first 25 minutes or so, Arsenal were really, really good, but they didn't have the cutting edge that they desperately, desperately needed. And that's been the story of Arsenal's season, to be honest with you. They've lacked that clinical finisher, whoever it is in the team, striker, winger, they just have not been clinical. And against PSG, they came up against a monster in Donnarumma. Absolutely amazing. He made a number of saves in the first half, which I'm pretty sure majority of keepers in the world will not be saving that. He did an absolutely fantastic job in keeping PSG's clean sheet for as long as he did. And Arsenal missed a number of opportunities, including a chance from Declan Rice, a chance from Martinelli. I think there was even one from Odegaard. A number of chances were saved, not taken advantage of, and it left the door open for PSG, who were continuously on the break, causing problems. They actually were able to create an opportunity after an Arsenal error. A mix-up between David Raya and Declan Rice led to Ruiz getting the ball, and he dispatched of that brilliantly. It was a really, really good goal from PSG, and it put them in the driving seat. 2 goal advantage against a team like Arsenal, who aren't free flowing, aren't scoring to the level that they may have done previously. And so I think the belief from the players went, to be honest with you. I saw Arsenal really not move with the energy and vigor that was required. The second half again was more of the same. Didn't look like Arsenal were going to break the deadlock, and a lot of sloppy play as Arsenal tried to push the envelope. The effort was there, yes, but I don't really know if the full belief was there. That is where I really do question if the players really believe that they could come back from a deficit like that. At 2-0 down on aggregate, it was looking very, very difficult. It got even worse when Arsenal gave away a penalty, a handball by Miles Lewis-Skelly. To be honest, when VAR looked at it, I thought it was absolutely ridiculous, as did everybody else who was watching. However, it did strike his hand. They gave the penalty. It was saved by Raya. But the key thing from that moment is even after that penalty save, I don't know if anyone believed. There wasn't a moment where, okay, we're going to win it. We're going to come back. We're going to win the tie. It didn't seem like that was the energy. And the substitution of Trossard with Arsenal 1 down and the penalty miss, you're thinking maybe this is the chance. I still wasn't fully of belief, and I was right to think that way because a couple minutes later, Hakimi gets the ball and he scores, and it's 2-0 to PSG, a tie effectively over 3-0 down. And surprised, no. As again, I'll say it, disappointed, yes. 2-0 down on the night, 3-0 down on aggregate. We do get the boost from Leandro Trossard coming on. He did have a really good impact off the bench. He does actually move Marquinhos off the ball, gets the ball to Saka. Saka puts it away to make it 3-1 on aggregate. And you're hoping for something. You're praying for something. Believing it's going to happen, I'm not so sure. And I think it's maybe 2 or 3 minutes later, Saka misses an empty goal, 1-on-1. The ball does go past Donnarumma. It does catch him on the rise, yes, but nonetheless, it's disheartening. It is very disheartening to miss that chance, because if it does go to 3-2 on aggregate, you then get the sense of Arsenal can do it. And we didn't get that. And from then on, the rest of the game, it didn't look like we were going to do it. Long story short, from an Arsenal fan perspective, very, very disappointing. This season can only be summed up as absolutely heartbreaking, to be honest with you. In the season where it should have been Arsenal's Premier League because City weren't going to win it, we didn't. And rightfully so, Liverpool were there. They were the most consistent team, the team that deserved it. You come into the Champions League and you don't really think you're going to win it, but you want to go one step ahead. And that's from the quarterfinals to the semi-finals last year. And once you get to the semi-finals, of course, you're going to dream about winning it. And you're coming up against a PSG team who are one of the best in the world. But I truly believe if Arsenal were firing on all cylinders, they could have given PSG a much better game. I think we've seen it in the Aston Villa tie that if you really get under them, if you rattle them, you can actually cause some damage. And I don't think Arsenal got to that point at all. PSG looked comfortable for majority of the tie. Looking at Arsenal's team, a couple of poor performances I want to call out. Mikel Merino, I didn't think was good today at all. Martinelli, I don't think he was good in either of the legs, and I would have liked to see Leandro Trossard be put on that wing a lot quicker than he was. I would have liked to see Trossard be swapped in for Martin Odegaard if needed. I just felt Odegaard, Martinelli, Moreno in that attack were just really, really poor. It wasn't working. And the manager, Mikel Arteta, you have to make changes quicker than you're making them. You have to change up the game plan. You've got Ifo Manieri on the bench, someone who loves to shoot, someone who will cut on that left foot and deliver shots that will test the goalkeeper. But no, timid play, a lot of the same. It can be very, very frustrating. Again, I have to tip my cap off to the team for the effort shown. I think the desire was there. I'm not questioning that. But a big gap and a big void is in that team, and there's no doubt about it. We need a striker. We've been saying it not for 1 year, not for 2 years, not for 3 years. We've been saying it for ages now. And we have management and we have the team, and other people saying, no, we don't need it. You score goals from elsewhere. No, we need clinical players. Wingers, strikers, midfielders, I don't care. People who put the ball in the back of the net. People that make things happen. We need mavericks. That's the calling card for Arsenal. Go and get yourself a striker. Go and get yourself a left winger, because Martinelli, right now, if I'm being honest with you, yeah, you scored against Real Madrid in the 90th minute when everyone else was tired. You're not cutting it. You're not cutting it. And so if you're not cutting it, and if you're not being an elite player, Arsenal need to look at it improving. Same thing for Odegaard. Need to look for an improvement. Need to find a better playmaker if he's going to be performing at this level, not seizing the moment, not taking his chances. DM Thomas Partey wasn't at it today in the level that we expect, and he's shown it before. He has his moments where he's not at a top level. Look for your DM. Zubimendi should be coming in. Apparently, get them in. Get them acclimatized ASAP, because last season, the transfer window that we had in the summer and in the winter is an absolute disgrace. For a team that's trying to challenge, who knows their weak points, who have known them for 2+ years now, for you not to make the right decisions, for you not to go out and get an elite striker, for you not to go and get a goal-scoring winger. No, you serve up Raheem Sterling, who we haven't seen for the majority of the season. You serve up a Mikel Moreno, who's meant to be a centre mid but moved into striker. You serve up a Calafiori, £42 million, who barely sees the pitch, and if we're being honest, has been usurped by a Miles Lewis-Skelly. Again, this isn't the video to get angry. This isn't the video to dissect it. This is the video to say congratulations to PSG. You've performed very, very well. You've knocked out Arsenal. You've knocked out Aston Villa. You've knocked out Liverpool. And now you're going up against one of the best teams in Europe, like yourselves, in Inter Milan. It's going to be an epic final. We're going to be covering it, no doubt. But from Arsenal, guarantee you, we are going to be doing a fallout of this season. An atrocious end to the season. One that the haters called, and I've got a clap for the haters. You were absolutely right. Congratulations. You were absolutely right. Arsenal have not been able to do it. They have not been able to secure a trophy this season. And so, in all the accolades of how well Arsenal have played and how much progress we've made, another trophyless season, another disappointing season is one that Arsenal fans and Mikel Arteta and the Arsenal players are going to have to eat. Guys, hopefully you've enjoyed the video. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch you soon. Peace.